All right, guys, welcome to Squad Goals 2025. I'm Vincent Curkov, and with me today is Pat Van Value. We're going to be commentating some MCP games at the United States' premier team tournament for Marvel Crisis Protocol. If you are unfamiliar with how this works, we are doing three-man teams, and each player is playing an individual game. And it's essentially a best of three all at once. There's a pairing process on how you pick tables, where you blindly put down one person and then you respond with your other two after seeing the opponent's blind pick. And we're getting rolling today. We have Jin and Gurn on stream on table one here. I'm not quite sure what they're playing. Do you know the teams, Pat?
Let's see. Jin's got
It's
Avengers
one of the Pork Roll
and Web
teams.
Warriors in his list, and Gurn's got
GRR.
has
And Gurn
nothing
has not
listed.
declared his
Let's figure
affiliations.
it out.
Yeah.
Some CS.
Okay.
And
It looks
anything
like
else? Just CS.
no,
looks
just
like?
Criminal
Yeah.
Syndicate. It looks like.
All right.
So some Criminal Syndicate versus Webs or Avengers duel. I'm excited to see.
I'm excited to see
this
CS
goes.
on the table. And then they are setting up scenarios and priority and everything. I can't quite see that, but we will figure it out. So we have one of those. Let me do some affiliations here.
All right. Cool. So it looks like we've got that
They've got
going
some
on.
scenarios going. We will divine in a second here.
All right.
They're swapping
sides.
just to
Exciting.
destroy
Exciting
Pat's
for our.
work. I should have made a button for that. All right, so they're still getting set up. We will go find the scenarios here in just a second. All right, so we're doing that, doing this. I'm gonna guess Avengers.
You're gonna guess Avengers.
gonna guess
ooh,
Avengers.
Ooh, that's a brave, bold
Brave
pick.
choice. Nobody plays Avengers.
Yeah, and definitely Web Warriors are considered one of the best things to be playing right now.
You know, he does
Although
have.
I guess Avengers are also.
he does
S-tier
have
in
a
my
black
mind.
cat on top of the card deck.
That is true.
Let's see. I'm gonna go look at what the scenarios are.
Yeah, sounds good. Find out the threat too. All right. So yeah, we're locked in. As far as commentators, we are going to be swapping with Nate and Alex next round. Essentially, the plan is that we are going to have two people commentating and two people running the event. So it's going to be some swapping back and forth. We're going to get lots of different commentators, lots of different connections. But you're going to get time with all the Taco Boys, for sure.
All right, we got an infinity formula and a wedding party. So Pat's gonna have to learn what wedding party does.
Wedding Party is like the new Fisk.
Right.
That's the secure, right? The Wedding Party, the secure.
Wedding?
Oh no, is it Infinity Formula?
Yeah. Is it not
Sorry,
wedding party?
then it's the square. That is like you get
Yeah.
extra power on the thing. I think.
Okay.
Let's boot up a nondescript app because nobody's paid me to promote their app.
Let's go to. I'm going to Nate's website, except it doesn't work right now.
Yeah, it sure doesn't because we're here. There's nobody pedaling.
Huh. There we go.
Oh, there we go.
All right.
Wedding Party, which is actually called what?
Oh, I'm searching the wrong thing. All right. I must have read that wrong.
No, there's two wedding things. One's wedding. Yeah, there's a wedding secure and a wedding extract. It's like wedding guests, I think is.
Oh, yeah. I do remember complaining about that.
Unexpected guests crash royal wedding. It's a 17. It's a square. It's
Okay.
It's the one that pushes you towards secures. If you're not standing on a secure, or if you're not within 2 of a secure, it pushes you towards secures.
Ooh, that's cute.
Yeah.
So this is wedding guests. All right.
All right.
We're at 17 points, which I did not put on here. They're putting some rosters together. Let's take a look at that Webb's Avengers roster, because I'm curious about that. It's right here.
All right. Moving at lightning speed. All right, we got Spider-Man Miles Morales, Ghost Spider, Black Cat, ASM, Shang-Chi, Black Panther 1, Captain Voodoo, Captain America Sam Wilson, the best five threat.
Captain Voodoo?
Sorry, did I say Captain
Yeah,
Voodoo?
you demoted him.
Oh, gosh.
Or
he's-
promoted him? I don't know.
No, definitely demotion. He
Okay.
didn't go to 8 years of med school to be called a captain. And then Zemo 1 and Wong.
Okay, so Sam and Miles, the leaders.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Technically ASM,
ASM, yeah.
but not literally, because
Right, well,
I will be flabbergasted if we see an ASM leadership this weekend.
I don't know. Somebody, well, whether we see it or not, I bet somebody will play it.
I mean, the leadership's not as bad as everybody says it is, but it's not as good as Miles.
Sure.
All right. So they've picked table side. Did you catch threat?
17.
17.
Locked at 17.
I definitely would be playing spiders
Oh.
here.
I need team names. Those are very important.
So it's Pork Roll,
Pork Roll
Protocol Ketchup.
Okay. And then the other one. Okay. Got an Indomitable on the table. Let's go.
Oh, as far as what Squad Goals settled on its team format rules being, is it is unique characters and unique crises. Nothing else is unique required. So tactics cards are wide open. So it's a little bit more restrictive than WTC, kind of, because WTC is 5.
Right.
So you can't really do restricted crisis. And this was not my vote for how we would run this event, but this was overwhelmingly the poll result of what players from last year wanted. Which,
so if you're new this year, you didn't get to vote on it.
yeah, correct.
But
You'll get to vote next year.
you'll enjoy it.
And if you hate how we did it, vote on it, because I'm game for whatever the events. I'm not playing in the event. I don't really care how what the rules of the format are.
Yeah. All right. Let's.
All right, Pat, you're closest to the chat window.
I'm
so
closest to the chat window. Do you want the chat window?
I mean, whatever
I'm
you
gonna
want
give
to
you
do.
the chat window.
Oh, give me the chat window. Make me Mr. Chat Window. Wow, that's
you don't
so
need to
much.
see the
that's
game, you
so
only
much
need to see
more
the chat.
window.
All right. Tell me what's going on in the chat.
Oh, excellent. We've got Paul. Yeah, as you immediately tab away from it.
Oh, you want to talk to Paul?
Paul asks if we offered the new power health trackers to the players. If somebody I have them with me. If somebody bothers me about it, we will do it. I don't think I would force that on anyone, especially at an event.
Oh, you have the full set for.
I have the full set with
wow.
me, yeah.
Okay, yeah. I didn't realize that.
It might be tight if we do, I only have 12 with me.
Okay. So if they both go 7 wide.
Yeah,
we're
or
in
if
trouble.
they have grunts.
Yeah.
Because
Okay,
I don't know,
right.
the grunts ones aren't finished yet.
Oh, they're not? Nate told me the grunt one existed, and I didn't know about that.
It does. It's sitting on Carl's printer. It was on Tuesday when he forgot to bring them to game night.
All right, they are getting ready.
Okay. Kingpin, Rhino, Bullseye, Wrecking Crew, Black Cat. Robbery, all according to plan. Brace, Indom. Do you know who I? No, sorry. He did go Web Warriors. Miles, ASM, Ghost Spider, Black Cat, Zemo. All webbed up. Spider Tracker, Brace for Impact, Fallback.
Recal?
Recal.
Was the last one? Yeah. All right. It's a pretty normal Kingpin CS list.
I don't know if I would be. Man, I don't love the all according grab here.
You don't?
I think CS players play all according too much.
I mean, it's a very tempting card when
It is, but I think you need to have a big, powerful.
you
first
need a big
activation.
model.
Right, and I guess literally Rhino and Crew can have.
Dude, Crew can go crazy.
They can have big opening turns, but it's not as nuts as having, I don't know, something like Killmonger to
Sure.
open a turn with.
Sure.
And those characters can be, I don't know, Rhino especially can be very feast or famine. So guaranteed having a Rhino turn, because I think that's his best opener for an all according play.
Yeah, I mean, Rhino stealing, getting to go first, do his thing, and bail can be huge.
It is nice. These both seem like very fundamental lists to me. We're going to see some very standard Marvel. Some very standard scenario Marvel being played here.
Yeah.
The Kingpin list is a little bit unique in that Wrecking Crew is not in every Kingpin roster or in every
Right.
CS roster. I like them and they're in mine, but they are the most on the bubble model probably of my roster.
Well, I believe he has MODOK in the roster as well.
Yeah,
So,
I think that's a pretty spicy pick, but it didn't hit the table.
yeah, but
It's-
it makes, Wrecking Crew is a fun MODOK model, right?
It's MODOK 2. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry,
Yeah.
yes.
Yes.
Actually, I'm not positive. I think it is. I just saw CS and assumed that, but I
Sure,
forget that MODOK 1 exists.
Yeah, and my time playing the Jonks list is Scientist
Scientist,
Supreme. Yeah, it is MODOK 2. It makes more sense than the MODOK 1 thing that I was thinking. Yeah, I mean, Crew are good with all three leaders. Crew play the Kingpin game okay because they have the wild push on their one thing that doesn't make power. Their whatever their middle attack is called, their 6-die attack has a push on it. And then they have the throw card and Stronger Together.
Right.
So they can play the Kingpin game a little bit there. They have the Beam to play the really, really wild, get lots of rerolls game with Shadowlands.
Uh-huh.
And then the MODOK leadership is just makes them hit harder and be a little bit more durable because they're going to stand on points.
Right.
So they're good in all three leaderships.
So we have, Black, who is the first model down? So Black Cat on both sides.
Yep.
So
Did you catch who had priority?
it appears to me that Webb's had priority.
Okay.
Yeah, I know who picked table sides. So yeah, we have the Webb's Gwen in the middle on the left, the CS Gwen, or not Gwen, Black Cat for both of those. In the middle for the Webb's player on the left, and in the middle for the CS player on the right. And then Miles behind the building up in the top left, and Bullseye towards the top right for CS.
Yeah, and there's no safe grab here. This is one of the least engagement on turn one sets of scenarios you could have. It's there's no midline anything. It is stand on the B shape.
Yeah, it's two parallel fights and then two halves within that fight.
I wonder if we are going to see. He didn't really deploy his Black Cat in a spot where she can try to double walk and contest a back end as last activation because they're both 5 wide.
Yeah, I think he might be able to get to the bottom one.
Maybe you're right. Oh yeah, because she's not
close.
dead center. So I think she can be blocked out here though.
Probably.
Because he didn't deploy her.
Especially with
across.
the terrain the way it is, yeah.
So that's what I kind of see coming out on turn one. I think they're going to pick up stuff. They're just going to kind of stand on their points. And then probably a CS model is going to try to walk, and either tie a point or win a point.
Nice. Yeah,
on
that'll
the
be
back
exciting.
end. All right.
Okay.
Still.
Ghost Spider going down towards the bottom, Infinity, and ASM up towards the top. Final model for the CS player here, Rhino. going down pretty much dead center.
Who do you think's favored in this matchup?
This is an interesting setup for the CS player to me because with all according to plan, so they like have last activation right now,
Yeah.
which is sort of what you want for the early turns, but then having all according to swap that when you need to is pretty big. So I think this is in some ways sort of the ideal combination for the CS player.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think both of these teams want last activation and, like, are happy to give up priority to do it.
Okay, sure.
Right, and, like, the ideal all-according activation will be play all-according, take an activation, don't lose any activations, get first turn and last turn
Yeah,
in
sure.
the same thing and try to, like, close the game out that way.
All right, they're getting ready. They're doing the power phase, and we'll get underway here.
And I assume we're on Miles' leadership. I did not hear, but
I didn't either. Let's see. All right, so I'm checking in on wedding guests here. Max 1, like everything is these days.
no, not everything, but yeah.
Cube, yeah, cubes.
Cubes
and hammers.
Cubes, hammers, yeah.
Okay, all the new ones, I should
Yep,
say.
all the new ones are 1 per, thank God.
So does this happen during the first power phase?
What do you mean?
During the push?
Yep, they're not holding them.
Oh,
in the first power phase.
Sorry, right. Okay.
Can you clip in the chat or something?
Yeah, where did? Yeah, probably.
Beautiful.
There you go.
Fantastic. Okay. Yeah. Oh, the other thing about this game, and like Vodka is pointing it out a little bit, is like we're on Infinity Formula, so stuff is going to be.
Yeah, the Black Cats are going to go fast.
Yeah, the game is just going to get started very quickly here. Oh,
Right, so
okay.
ASM.
ASM is going to walk, steal, and extract. So Jin going for a very early, like, I think he knows he's going to be behind on the secures. And the Kingpin team is a little bit low damage.
Sure, it can struggle to punish that. Yeah.
And also ASM is rotating away from Bullseye here, which I think is really good because Bullseye, while not like king at killing ASM, because like nothing is king at killing
but he's at
ASM,
least,
it's not a Venom.
He'll always put a damage through.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. Like it's a 2-threat into a 5-threat that's like spending a lot of its points on not taking damage. And he's always going to push at least 2 damage through, or at least 1 damage per action.
Right. Let's see. So it doesn't look to me from here like ASM made it to the Infinity. Partially because it's on top of the truck.
Yeah,
but it's
it doesn't
hard to tell.
look like it either. I don't think it ultimately matters because if he puts any character there,
Yeah.
he's gonna
win. Yeah.
He's gonna get it. And like, yeah, ASM would like to guarantee 2 power next turn, but I don't think he's gonna take 0 damage here. I mean, he might, but I think Jin's over the moon if ASM takes 0 damage.
Sure. So Bullseye up at the top, heading up and grabbing an extract for Gurn, and standing on the Infinity Formula.
Yep, grabbing that cover, grabbing the ability to hopefully block line of sight with a parting shot here if he takes a damage.
Sure.
Setting up on the thing. All right. Melmian says, Vince, you've been playing Yondu in Shield, and man, does he zone well. Or Vince, I've been playing Yondu. He hasn't been in every game piece, but every time he hits the table, he does work. I've had the exact opposite experience with my Yondu. My Yondu I had a bad time with. I've played against Yondus, and they pop off into me. I think he really feels the lack of the winging a token in Shield, and I haven't been able to play him in Double Bubble as I'm less of a Namor player than a lot of people, and I'm playing 6-threat Namor, so it's harder to put both on the table.
Sure.
All right, we've got Miles picking up an extract, standing on an infinity point, going to have web line swing on or web swing.
Web swing.
On line turn
Oh.
2 to poke bullseye. Yeah.
All right, so Kingpin making his way towards the Infinity Formula on the bottom now to go fight off ASM.
Yeah, Kingpin walking up here. Would love to see him hit the stun here.
Sure. ASM, not a stun fan.
No. I mean, he does okay. I mean,
Well, especially like, yeah.
he doesn't take
He doesn't take a ton of damage, and he's got the Infinity Formula.
and he's
if
got
he gets there.
the hubris style ability where
Right.
he rolls.
Gets one bonus.
Yeah, gets the bonus power, and that's not affected by stun.
Right.
So total whiff here. Here comes Spider Senses, and it's 4 blocks. Get out of town, Kingpin.
All right. ASM picking up a power from the Hubris. What is it actually called on ASM?
I think it's part of Spider Senses, isn't it? No,
I have no
it's
idea.
part of his like advanced Spider
Okay.
Senses thing.
Well, doesn't get the stun and gets some bonus power, so in good shape for now. The Web's Black Cat starting out, picking up the back extract.
Yeah, it's part of Mastered Spider Sense now.
Okay. I can't believe it's not called Amazing Spider Sense.
No, he's mastered it.
It is not called Master Spider-Man.
Yeah, I mean, I'll write AMG an angry worded
You
letter.
should. You should. So Jin deciding how he wants to position this Black Cat on this southern left Infinity Formula, deciding between getting cover from the terrain and being further away, but elects to stay pretty far back.
Jin is not wearing a camera around his neck, Michael. It's we have the players mic'd up, but they're mic'd up in such a way that only we can hear what's going on. And so that way they don't have to worry about them saying something
Yeah.
off color
and we
or
can
something.
be far enough away we can actually talk about the game.
Exactly.
And
We
still
don't-
know what's going on.
And we don't have to have like a runner explaining to us everything that's happening. In
So
the game.
Rhino walking and taking an attack into ASM, I believe. And rolling pretty hot.
Blocks 2. Wow, pushing 3 through on ASM. That's big. Big.
And getting 3 power on Rhino, also big.
Yep. Rhino, I think Rhino should place here and then try to slide onto the point. I mean, he'll blow up that piece of terrain, but whatever. Like
Oh, on
that-
the opposing point?
yeah,
Yeah,
just
that'd be
like
great.
here, just like come over
Come to
here, slide this way. Okay.
Sorry, come over here.
Yeah, slide this way. Sorry, my bad. Let's try it again. Let's John Madden again. Yeah, come right there and slide this way here. For big advantage. I'm trying out the new
Huge advantage.
toys.
Looks like we're on our way to exactly what you were just talking about.
Oh no, he's going for the
Oh.
throw instead. I guess I mean, getting brace
yeah,
here.
getting brace.
On turn 1 into ASM. Normally ASM would like happily take this. Oh, ASM's gonna roll it.
Ooh, big start.
Big start. All right, 3 initial. All right. Taking 1 or 2. Taking 2.
So he's what? Is he have 1 left or 2 left? He's taking 5, I believe.
3 and 2. He's got 1 left.
Okay. It's Bullseye's dream. It's interesting Rhino positioning in that, like, if you were not going to go for the slide, now he's not getting infinity power.
I think the slide's like kind of tricky. Just because he does have 3 characters over here.
He does.
So like
And
he
2
can
of them
still
you have to
score the
activate.
point.
Well, and like actually, Gwen can just effortlessly pull him off, right?
Yeah, I mean
it's
Gwen
just like-
can. Yeah,
Walk, web, line, pull.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So
true.
that makes sense.
Yeah, maybe.
But I
Maybe
guess in
I
that
like
sense,
this line better.
couldn't you? I think you could put a Rhino down on basically where Zemo is now, and then be in position to slide their next turn, if you need to.
I think I like the line that he took with that big of a spike on ASM.
Sure.
Like Rhino, your 4 threat putting 5 damage on ASM is
A 5-die attack, yeah. So.
enormous tempo wise. And even if he plays brace there, I think you're over the moon. Like,
Yeah, I mean, you get to throw the rest of the terrain on the table eventually and
Yeah.
not have to be worrying about it.
all right, we've got
Yeah, one walk out of Wrecking Crew and looks like a second heading up towards Miles.
just 2 walks, setting up to Thread and Miles on the next turn. It's not the best.
So we have just Gwen left for the Webs player and Black Cat left for CS.
Yeah, I think I am a little bit worried about. Oh no, he doesn't have the range to. I was worried about her coming over here and
Going
pulling
to
bullseye off,
Yeah.
but I don't think that's going to happen.
No.
I don't think she has the
Long
range.
plus 4 is not quite
It's
that
not
far.
quite there yet. Maybe if she was deployed like exactly middle, she'd have it.
Does long plus 4 get to Kingpin?
Yeah, almost certainly.
That seems like a pretty money pull to me.
Yeah, I agree. I like
Oh,
that.
but I guess Black Cat can go over there.
Yeah, yeah, Black Cat can just slide in. Yeah, and Wrecking Crew only size 2 here, so you might get the push for free.
Sure, that's fair. Then you can save your power.
Yeah. And they'll have slide online in turn 1, but they are pretty capped at their power, so
So Gwen taking a walk over towards Wrecking Crew and putting a impact webbing into them.
yeah, just impact webbing.
So,
Looks like he hit the wild.
hit the wild, but no damage. Sounded like.
This is a dream.
Yeah. Wrecking Crew getting pushed back into the taco truck.
Oh my gosh. A taco
A very
truck.
nicely painted taco truck, courtesy of Adepticon.
Yes, all terrain supplied by Adepticon. Thank you so much, Adepticon. I don't think we'd be hosting any events, or
no, we would
there'd be
not.
a lot of orange cars.
I got some of the orange cars and buildings in my trunk, but we didn't need them, thankfully.
All right. So I like this. There's a little bit of protection on Miles and Gwen, having them both on at least 2 power next turn.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and he's going to go for the dive and get to steal that point.
Yep.
So I think all said and done, we're going to be tie game here,
Yeah.
right? Because we're going to be
Gonna be 3 extracts plus the miles point for webs, and then
for 4 for webs.
1 extract and 3 secures for CS. Yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, that'll be exciting.
All right, and then power phase effects. It looks like we're going to have nothing go off because
Nothing except the. Oh no, they are all close.
they're
to,
all within because it's not
Yeah.
on the point; it's within 2
It's within
of the
2.
point.
Because Rhino doesn't have one. Who has the 1 CS one? Bullseye. Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
man.
Yep. So 4-4 turn 2.
So this is going to be. I don't think this doesn't look like there's all according power running around,
No, not yet.
especially because he has to do it before infinity power.
Right. Okay.
So there's only going to be maybe 8-9 power total.
Well,
I
he would
guess-
have been close if he hadn't thrown.
If he hadn't thrown, yeah, he'd be close.
But what are you
then-
gonna do at
But
that
then,
point?
I'm not excited about activating
Right.
into 3 health. The potential, I don't think Bullseye's in range to walk Snipe Spider-Man here.
No.
But maybe he is. I don't know. The
It's
bees
hard
are
to tell.
It's hard to tell because of our angle.
But I mean, is it?
Do
What if we had
do have
another angle?
Yeah, another angle to look at.
To decide if we thought Bullseye was close
Yeah,
enough.
if we thought this was. How long do you think a 4 stick
Yeah.
is? What if I just wrote 4 here like that?
Does that help? Plus a medium.
And then plus
I think that
a-
looks
a
pretty
medium.
good
Well,
to
medium
me.
stick's pretty long here,
Yeah.
right? Like that. And write a medium like that.
Okay. Well, we'll never know.
Yeah. But I mean, I think it's just going to be webs to activate ASM immediately.
Yeah. That makes a lot of sense.
Try to get that extract out of there.
So they are deciding what order to do the 2 power phase effects, right?
Good point by Vodka here. He has Spider Tracker in his hand, so
right.
you just get blown out by Spider
Yep.
Tracker immediately.
I do enjoy getting blown up by Spider Tracker.
I do, yeah. I mean, I would have fallen into it. It's been a while since I played against webs.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so they're starting with Infinity.
All right. And we're running. I mean, it's got to be an ASM activation here, right? Like, there's no way it's anything
Yeah,
else.
what else would you do? I don't see anything.
Yeah, I don't see anything else. I don't like any other line. I don't really even enjoy anything you do. I mean, like, did you even kick anybody when you web? I guess I would web swing, kick cat, and then see where I'm at
Sure.
from there.
Yeah, I don't know.
If I kicked cat and then I had the power to spend her, and then I could spend her and move another medium and go like 3 medium away.
Back to that, yeah. Because you do, even though you have spare target, you still don't really want to burn it running away from Bullseye if you don't have to.
Yeah, and then, well, I mean, I would if it's an entire activation. I get to activate my ASM, right? So if we, because you don't want to attack Rhino, because Rhino's just going to aggressive at you, and he'll be able to get to you. I also kind of think no matter where ASM goes, Rhino's going to be able to be there. So I think you have to do work with ASM here.
That is sort of the Rhino promise, is that he will follow you to the end of the earth.
Yeah.
Does sound like he's going to start with ASM, but
He's going to open with the spender.
into Kingpin. All right.
I mean, like, you do want to flip all these characters to turn
certainly ship off. Ooh,
yeah.
Big roll.
Oh, bigly.
So 5 before a Zemo reroll that does not convert.
Yeah, so he's going to take 3.
Yep. And then he's got the dodge.
And he's got the catch trigger as well. All right, so he's going to throw the dumpster Kingpin. Kingpin immune to collisions by characters only. So this will deal damage to Kingpin. Maybe.
Right.
Yep.
So Kingpin dodging the dumpster, spending 1 to reduce 1, and ends up taking 1 anyway.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, okay. So the reason for the weird power up here before was the catch resolves first.
Yeah, so he gets to see how the dodge goes and then decide how much or if he wants to spend to reduce the attack. Yeah.
Okay, I mean,
all right, that's a good.
It's a good opener.
Yeah, good first action.
And the reason he's going for this here is because he got to stand in the Zemo aura and he gets to do more stuff here. I am surprised by his decision to kind of to plant his feet on this point.
Yeah.
I think I would have tried to zip away, made Rhino chase me.
I mean, if you daze Kingpin, it's.
Yeah, I mean, if you get Kingpin
huge.
here, you feel great. But I don't think you're very likely to get it with the 2 attacks. But maybe, I don't know.
With the Zemo, like a 7-die reroll 1 with the Zemo.
So with an 8-die and a 7-die, both with reroll 1, maybe with terrain throw in there. I guess.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I mean, he got him, so.
He gets there, so.
He gets there.
I mean, I think. I know where you're coming from, especially in a singles game.
Yeah.
And there are some people that play a team tournament like 3 singles games.
Yeah.
But some
That's
people
how I
also
play
just
team tournament.
some people just swing big.
Yeah, absolutely.
And if it works out, then you're halfway there for your team.
I mean, I think it's probably ultimately it's probably an okay game. I'd have to look at the odds, but I mean, he's on 1 hit point. The odds that he lives through.
Right, getting away from everything. His Black Cat's already deep enough that a Black Cat can probably walk in Troublemaker him no matter where he goes.
Yeah, I think it's more just a discussion about where the damage goes.
Sure.
Because I'm a little bit scared that he leaves Kingpin on 1, spenders into Zemo, throws Zemo into ASM, kills him that way, and staggers Zemo. Whereas he did Whereas he didn't have the power for that, I don't think.
Okay.
Or maybe he did because of Infinity.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, maybe this is I mean, the line worked out. If I knew this was going to be the result, that would be the line I would take.
Yeah, it's a great position to find yourself in now.
Yeah.
So Wrecking Crew starting off for CS. Looks like he's going to move forward and try and put some hurt on Gwen.
Yeah, and this is going to be the bulldoze. Because that's the only way,
slide, right?
Yeah, that's the only way they move medium. They're
Right.
normally short movers.
Does that cost 2 or 3? 3?
I believe it costs 3.
Yeah. It's just the Rhino slide, but different.
Yeah, it just doesn't.
Doesn't break terrain.
And no, it does break terrain. It does an auto point instead of adding dice.
Okay.
So it's like
It's the cross between the Juggernaut and Kingpin, or Juggernaut and Rhino.
It's more it's the Juggernaut one, but it goes medium.
Yeah. Okay.
And it's once per turn.
Okay. Gets Wrecking Crew within 3 for all the fun. Or so no, he decided to walk.
Did he decide to walk?
Yeah, because
Okay.
he just said he just heard them say he still has bulldoze. So
Maybe he just decided to walk because he's not going to.
do the range 2.
Well, because he's only going to get 2. He's going to get 2 attacks if she doesn't leave.
Right.
And if she does decide to leave, he's gotten Spider Tracker.
Right. And he can still make 1 if he really wants.
Well, and
to.
he can still attack Miles.
Yeah.
All right, so Indestructible, the first attack, the 5-die physical that makes power into Gwen. No dice mods, so it looks like all successes into all blocks.
Works out to 3 through.
No, it's only
and
2 blocks.
Yeah, it works out to 3 through and stun for Gwen.
Yep. And then he's going to do a take him down, boys. I don't know. I call it get him, lads.
Yeah,
I don't know what it's actually. I think it's called take him. Let's take him down or something like that.
I heard him say it, but it was long and not a thing I knew.
All right, and he's doing the Mystic Beam, and he put it over the
street lamp.
street lamp for an extra die.
Okay. Gwen manages to block 2 and block all of it in the course.
Yep. So it looks like 1 damage through, actually. I guess I misread the dice.
That, yeah. Okay. They
so
figured it
just a
out.
miscommunication. Okay, so no damage.
All right, and that's it for Wrecking Crew.
Yeah, I think if he picks up 1 damage there, he has Bulldoze to slide into Gwen. So I
Right.
actually like the walk a lot as a decision point. Here. And now Gwen is somewhat teed up for to like kill with Bullseye or Force Spider Tracker.
Yeah. Now, so he hasn't played Spider Tracker, but
Oh no, wait, she's got 2 hit points left.
yeah, she has 2. So that's where it's.
I think I would have slid into her.
That's what I was about to ask. Is do you do that so that Bullseye can force her to Spider Tracker to live? Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what I would do.
I mean, like, I think it is reasonable not to, in the sense that, like, that is a lot of power for Wrecking Crew to spend, especially now that they're not just hanging out in Infinity, and you're not, like, behind. Like, you want to get Spider Tracker out, but you're not on a clock to do so. Let's see.
All right. So what are you doing as webs here? Okay.
It is.
So
Gwen is in danger in a few ways now, right? Like, Rhino can not slide. Never mind.
I don't think Gwen's insignificant.
No, I thought if Rhino had 1 more power, I thought.
Yeah, if you're willing
if
to
Rhino
play
had 1 more
Tracker,
power.
she's just safe.
Yeah.
I mean, you've already killed an activation. I would try to kill another activation. I think I'd swing over, kick Bullseye, see where you're at. If Bullseye parting shots and leaves, fantastic. It means you're only going to get shot once.
Yeah.
And like maybe you have web or lifesaver or tracker to protect you.
Sure.
And you can put the other one into the boys.
Okay, Miles going with a web swing up towards Bullseye. They've sort of agreed that Miles is able to get within range 3 of Bullseye while standing on the building he was on before. Unclear if he's still on his infinity point or not.
I think he is.
Looks like it.
So 1 damage to Bullseye. I think you parting shot here. I don't think you. I mean, standing your ground's like kind of interesting because that means it lets you double tap Miles, but
does elect to do the parting shot. So damage to power.
Damage on Miles
well.
just feels so good.
Yep.
Yeah, parting shot over. Downside here is he's unlikely he's going to be able to shoot anything that's not Miles. Because now to get to Gwen, he's got to walk around the truck.
Sure. I do think. Yeah.
I like the walk back.
Yeah. I think this is a very reasonable position for both of them, honestly.
Yeah.
Like Miles has still made enough power that he's like in a much better position to keep interacting next turn, but Bullseye can still take 1 attack this turn. And having 2 damage on Miles is starting to get scary.
All right, so he's going to climb back over. I don't think this has got range to him.
I was just measuring it, but I didn't see.
I don't think you have range without taking a full medium range.
We're going to find out.
Looking for the call. He's looking. One thinks it's in, one thinks it's short. I think this should be short.
Ah.
There you go. Having stealth is the disagreement.
The
there.
ultimate, yeah.
I was like, I don't think all the way back. Okay, so just got bamboozled by stealth. The guy does turn invisible in every movie he's in.
It's also on me for forgetting stealth. So I never remember which of the things Bullseye's knife ignores. It's
and
just
I
cover?
guess it's still. Oh yeah, the knife only ignores cover.
Okay.
And because he parting shotted, he went down to 1 power, so he doesn't have the move medium and hit and run back to the point.
So Gwen moving forward and then pulling a Wrecking Crew?
I think she's pulling Wrecking Crew, not.
I think so. Maybe I misheard, but.
Not.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought I would pull Bullseye and then punch Bullseye. And try to.
I mean.
And then go stand on the point. Win the top.
Sure.
If you spike the 2 damage onto Bullseye, like really win the top. I don't know. I think Jin's position is looking really strong now.
Yeah. But it is like he is accumulating damage, and that could swing hard next turn.
Yeah. I think they're like pretty even on damage, or maybe even webs are up. Because he's also like, keep in mind, he's got all webbed up in the pocket still.
He does, but like, so because he put all the damage he's done pretty much, other than the 1 into Bullseye, has gone into Kingpin and like flipping Kingpin. Which is big.
If he opens the next turn with all webbed up, kill Kingpin, the leadership's over.
Yeah, I mean,
so that's
if he manages that, yes, it's big. But at the same time, like Gwen and ASM are both low, and Miles has got a little bit.
Yeah, I think we're gonna look at.
Does end up doing kind of what you described and moving Gwen to the CS back point and pulling Bullseye off.
Yeah, I think it's going to be...
pulling Bullseye, we'll see to where.
So with Bullseye living here, I think it's going to be a draw again. With like Jin kind of winning the top and CS kind of winning the bottom.
Yeah, it's interesting to me to see what Zemo ends up doing.
I agree.
But CS player making some measurements to decide who to activate next.
Yeah, I mean, I think
could be a spot where the stag. If he's worried about the all webbed up thing, This could be a turn where the Black Cat staggers big.
Yeah, I think walk, stagger the Zemo is what I would do. Because the ASM's only on 1 hit point, and he might reroll
He
the
might just
die
die.
if you stagger him.
Yeah, that's fair.
So we got, looks like a troublemaker coming in, thinking about target.
Yep, troublemaker out of Black Cat. Seemingly into ASM.
We'll know by number of dice.
Yeah,
It's an
4
ASM.
dice.
So 6 on 6, classic troublemaker, looking for 1 damage to kill ASM. I guess the 1 damage there means that maybe we're looking at a very strong all according coming up on the next turn.
He does. He has been accumulating the power.
Right, where you could maybe take ASM off the table and then the threat to Kingpin's life kind of goes away.
Yeah, is ASM the same health on the back, or down to 5?
No, he's 6 on the back as well.
Okay. But it is sort of setting up for a strong Kingpin activation first,
Yeah,
potentially.
like, I mean, double spender, like stagger both of these guys, throw them into each other. Twice could be...
He does still have brace, right?
He does. I don't think he's going to kill either of them.
Okay.
But putting stagger and significant damage on both would be scary.
Makes it a tough turn to play all the way up. Yeah. So Zemo taking a swing at Black Cat and doing, what, 1 damage? Yeah, 1 damage.
Yep. 6 dice steel rush into Black Cat.
Okay, so 1 more through plus a bleed. And he's steel rushed, so he has a move now.
Yeah, I think backing out here is correct because you're not going to win that point up top now.
Right.
Because Cat draws it, and wherever Rhino goes is going to be a win for you.
Cat draws it. Well,
like if you leave both the characters there and ASM doesn't die, it's a draw.
Right.
That's why he stayed. Okay.
But if he went back and made it to the point, then Rhino can only draw against Cat, right?
All right, just out here. So I think you, attack Zemo here. With a Master Swordsman defensive, so full re-rolls on defense. Blocks all of it. Get a place. Just going to try to be as far towards Cat as possible. Hopefully. Oh, he's attacking Zemo again.
Does look like it all gets blocked again. The full Rhino experience.
Yeah. Rhino's so feast or famine.
Yes.
Like, can drop his power.
It's 5 die attacks, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And especially when you spend down to don't have slide money. All right. Well, he's pretty handily winning that point now.
Yeah.
4-2. But I think this turns this into a big Webb's turn.
It is. Looking like they're going to go up at least 2 here.
Yeah. Do you risk the troublemaker here? Well, I guess if you can stand on the point and get Cat.
Yeah.
If you can stand on the point and hit one of them. I mean, I would prefer the troublemaker be on the Rhino.
Next turn, Black Cat. The CS Black Cat still won't have power to place and steal.
But just eyeballing, it looks like he wouldn't be on the point, so he would need the wild. And like, I wouldn't give up a victory point for.
Wait, really? I thought he just
What do you mean?
Isn't he troublemakering into the other Black Cat?
He's troublemaking into the other Black Cat.
Yeah.
I'm saying that I think that it would be better if he did it to the Rhino, but that I don't think he could stand on the point and do it.
That's
and
close.
Standing on the point, much better.
Yes. That's that. Gets a stagger onto Black Cat.
All right, so 5-3 is the score. We got Webbs taking the lead, 9-7, I believe.
Going to turn 3.
I like Webb's spot. We'll
Sure.
see if all according comes down.
Hey, it has to, right? Like
I
what?
just don't think he has a particularly. I mean, I guess I guess you lead with Kingpin.
So it's like how much power can Kingpin have and play all according? You know, it looks
especially
like he's
because
on,
it happens before.
right? But you will still get the infinity power.
Yeah,
it's
that's
just
true. But I mean,
and
he
like
can't spend off other characters, so some of it probably has to come off of.
Some of it probably does have to, but he gets the normal power, right? So
Yeah.
we'll be
So he's
3 on.
It looks like he currently has 9 on not Kingpin.
What? Plus the power phase, right?
I don't know if he's done power
I
phase
don't
or not.
think he has, but I could be wrong. Oh,
I think
Okay,
he's
I
already
was wrong.
Done, I think he's already done the power phase.
done it and said he's not playing all according to plan.
Yeah, it would have to be. I mean, I don't love all according into a Kingpin play.
You don't?
It's just like you're not likely to take an activation, and then he just all webs up you back, and you lose tons and tons of activation.
I mean, aren't you reasonably likely to take an activation if you can spend her twice?
I mean, both of these characters are full health.
Yeah.
I
mean, it is like kind of a gamble.
Well,
or it's a big gamble.
The other issue is he's holding fallback.
Yeah.
So, like, you can spender one of them, and then they fall that one back,
Okay,
and
sure.
then
And then you've sort of wasted. Yeah.
spend the other one.
So wait, did we misunderstand priority? Because
Oh, he killed Kingpin. He already has priority.
right, okay. So
I'm an
yes,
idiot.
yes, we did.
Is the chat still live? Have I lost the chat window?
But yeah, starting with a Kingpin spender into I think Zemo.
All right, so spender into
So-
Zemo, thrown into ASM.
Damage and a stagger plus getting thrown into ASM. Is the Kingpin spender only 3?
Yeah,
Yeah, okay. So he's
It's
got
an
power
incredible
for a
spender.
second spender and a throw.
yeah. All right, ASM dodging here. Yep. Full rerolls. Yep, can pick up the skulls because of the leaderships.
So ends up taking 1 from the throw and gets a bonus power from the crit.
Mm-hmm.
ASM full up on power.
That's another important thing here is that he can be witty bantered as well. So like,
At least
So,
he doesn't
like-
have to rely on triggers,
so
but yes.
so like trying to kill Zemo is Death 3, essentially Spider Senses because he's got 2 rerolls
Yep.
and witty banter and can buy full rerolls on top.
Sure. Second one is going to be a spender into ASM. So he's-
Spender into ASM, no damage or no hits.
Yeah. Not what you want to see, but is going to throw him off the point and give him a
I
stagger.
think I would just throw him into Zemo again.
Well. Yeah, ASM has plenty of power.
Yeah, he's already maxed. I mean, he's gonna web swing.
I don't know. Might as well.
I mean, I guess this prevents you from like playing all
is
webbed up and
interesting.
then throwing Zemo off the point
Yeah.
into ASM. Okay. I mean,
It's kind of interesting.
I think I would have just taken the one more collision because it puts.
Well, and the other collision is sort of in a better damage direction, too. Or, well,
I mean, throw ASM into Zemo,
Yeah.
see where you stand. If
And see if the throws-
Zemo lives
yeah.
on one, throw Zemo into ASM, force
Sure.
brace. Yeah, I think I would have taken the collisions and left him on the points. But then again, I'm a shield player, so I'm like much more of an attrition player, where this is a very scenario matchup, and like, God, but I feel like those two characters move on to the points for free. Like, they literally spend 2 power, but like ASM has 10, Zemo has 4. Playing Brace here. Brace gone.
Huh. Which...
Get double stagger though. I mean, this makes it hard to play. I guess like one of the big things about throwing ASM over here is he can't like play all webbed up into somebody else activating.
Sure.
I don't think he would go like Black Cat jump, do 2 6s into Rhino and hope to kill Rhino. I don't think that would happen, but
yeah, it doesn't seem like it. I don't know. Why do you think this was when he chose to play Brace?
I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, I guess like what other brace is he gonna have?
Well, so yeah, in that sense, I get it. And you're like trying to keep damage off of your flipped ASM. Like that's critical, right? But ASM is better at dodging than just about anyone.
Yeah, I think I would have held it for.
There's still plenty of big terrain on the table. You know?
Yeah, I also would have held it for a Black Cat race. Like, 'cause Black Cat dies to terrain throws really easily.
So Cat, Kingpin, and Rhino all getting hit with the all webbed up from ASM, who has spent all his power now for a spender, presumably.
So web swing spender. Does the web swing only boost the kick, or does it boost anything?
It was only the kick, but
I think it's only the kick as well. I think it's exactly like Miles. Yeah, it's only the kick and Spider Strike.
does it? Is this like the Ock leadership, where if you swing and then spender, you lose it if you kick after that? Like, is it the first attack?
It's the next. It's the next Spider Strike.
Okay. So what did we get out of that? We got. How much did that even do? 2 damage to Black Cat? Something like that? Did you see?
He's looking for a piece of terrain to throw with thing. And here comes the medium move. Doesn't look like he had a piece of terrain to throw. Oh, no. It looks like he can move first and then throw? Really?
Huh.
Oh, yeah. No, the throw is after the attack. I don't know why it was resolved the way it was earlier.
Okay, well.
Yeah, you can stack these however you want.
Interesting.
And that's it for ASM because he was staggered.
Right, okay.
Bullseye trying to get a Plink 2 hit point Gwen down here. Yeah. It's blocked. I assume I never miss here.
I don't think he gave.
I think he missed his power phase.
Yeah, I think he missed his power phase. You don't think he gave it? Yeah.
I also think he missed his power phase.
They were on 5, yeah.
We got a judge call on the table about what almost certainly is a missed power phase.
All right, so we're gonna hang out and let Nate do his judging thing.
Absolutely. You can't see him, but just off screen, there's a.
I don't have a camera angle to give you Nate.
Excellent judge. Call. He's over here in this vicinity somewhere, right? Using it for what it's going on. I believe
it is. Sounds like it is what it is.
I believe the correct ruling is missed opportunity.
Yeah.
Is that
so he does I never miss to stick the one on Gwen and is trying it again.
Mm-hmm. I think that's what I would do here.
Yeah,
I mean, it sucks,
that's all you can do.
I think that's the correct way to rule this.
I mean, we should really just shit talk Nate rulings, but you know,
this
one's
want
actually
I'm
good.
trying
yeah,
to, but he got it right.
I know. Does end up dazing Gwen, as you
Yeah.
do with Bullseye.
Yeah, I mean, literally can't miss it.
Doesn't have to the second time, though. So
Yeah,
ends up
he would have loved those to be in the other order so he could hit and run or walk onto the point.
Sure.
But that's what he was essentially sitting there debating, whether he pays for the I never miss and then hit and runs onto the point. I think he just killed Gwen.
So now it actually is sort of an interesting position because he is now actually trying to keep power to all according because he's given away priority.
Yes. And it's going to be very important because if this is not the all according, or if this is not the all webbed up turn, next turn is the all webbed up turn.
No, this is the all webbed up turn. He did it to.
Oh, that's how he.
Yeah.
He played it. That's where all of ASM's power.
That's where
went.
all of ASM's power. Went. Swing, spender, or all webbed up spender. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's Kingpin, Rhino, and Black Cat.
Oh, the slows are on the cards.
Yep.
Ah, there we go.
Yep. Just like the stagger on his Black Cat. Yep.
Yeah, Michael, I've been seeing Jin's dice have been like pretty middling for sure. Mostly on offense. I think they've been pretty popping off
pretty big,
on
yeah.
defense, which is like if you could pick one or the other as webs, I think I would pick defense. Oh, it looks like we're thinking about a cat rotation.
Yeah.
I don't hate this here. Where are the extracts? There's two.
Bullseye's got one.
Yeah.
The cat's got.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bullseye's got one, Cat's got one, Miles got one. So now there's 3 on top, and not a super easy way for Kingpin to rotate top.
Kingpin's never been able to rotate anywhere.
Well, I mean, I just meant more the Kingpin team.
Yeah.
But I think, do you just stay and fight the bottom and take your free points?
Well, there's 3 net points on the bottom, and like he still has. So
still
it's
has
like
robbery.
if you can punish ASM for still being down there, and like I think you can end up in an okay spot, but he does not.
Where's the? Oh, the other one's on Cat. Cat has the other extract, so you don't want to rotate Cat. I don't know.
Ooh, we got the extract pass to Kingpin.
Ooh,
I love it.
I like that a lot.
That's a very cool Black Cat activation. That's a shake stagger, shake bleed, pass the extract. That's thinking.
I
with
think I
Kingpin.
would have hung on to bleed and taken a walk.
And go stand on the other point.
I mean, I just walked either. No, I think I would have walked straight up towards the fight.
Oh, interesting.
Because like you need her to be stealing extracts.
She's slow right now. If that changes your mind.
Oh, and she's slow.
Yeah.
You're right. I would shake stagger, shake slow is what I would do.
Ah, okay. Well, that's tough though, because then she's on 2, which I guess, but. How much power did Zemo start with? Did you notice?
Like 4, I think.
Okay, so he's only
He had
paid
3
for
or
the
4.
charge yet?
Yeah. He doesn't have to pay for the Master Swordsman, which he shouldn't.
That's what I was confused by, because he measured 3.
Which is the spender.
Right, but I thought he charged. Because, yeah, he's rolling 5 dice now.
I think he was just checking if he could spend her in, maybe.
Yeah, but why? If you could, why wouldn't you? Oh, because you want the power from the damage,
Yeah.
I guess. That's it for Zemo. Stagger doing work.
All right. I wonder if you.
Oh, so he did get the bleed on a Kingpin. That's kind of big. Kingpin's 7 health in the back as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude's a tanky
Tough guy.
boy. What he lacks in speed, he makes up for in standing
In
there.
a sturdy frame. Which has nothing to do with his health, but.
Anders, he did not get to do the power phase, which I believe is the correct call. In the rule book, technically, if you fail to do a thing that benefits you that you're required to do, it's considered missed opportunity. So you can't do it.
So Rhino taking a swing into Zemo and having it all blocked, doing a little place and bailing to the other point.
I think that's correct. Just hang on to your power.
setup. Next turn he'll have robbery power.
All right. And like all things considered, I mean, I guess it is all according turn, but also this was all webbed up turn.
Yeah.
I think this has gone really, really well for Eric.
Yeah, I think so.
Right. Like sometimes all webbed up just puts the game away.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I mean, the double stagger did.
Yeah, the
went
double
a long
stagger
way.
did a ton of work. I don't think I would have played all webbed up for a single ASM attack. That seems absurd.
Zemo can't use it. It's
Correct,
web warrior.
it's web warrior only.
That is tough. Yeah.
I think it's like and I don't think it's super meaningfully. Like I guess it prevented Black Cat's rotation,
Yeah.
but that's all he.
But
got
everybody
out of
else is already slow. Yeah.
it. Yeah, that's all he got out of it, and like. And the Black Cat was staggered. Like, who cares?
Yeah, that's interesting.
I didn't like. This is a.
It
he,
didn't
he
occur
played
to
all
me at the time,
according.
yeah.
He played all webbed up for 2 dice. Like that's a pretty bad all webbed up. Like I think I would just rather have it in the pocket and take all the damage off of Kingpin.
So double walk from Miles heading up to the Bullseye Infinity.
Yep, because Bullseye's not standing on it.
Right. He got moved
Right?
off.
Can we check? Can we check that?
Can we check that?
Yeah. Do we have
might be able to find
do
a
we
way.
have super cool ability to check that? Wow! Look at how not standing on that
Can we
point
zoom
is.
in? No. But
No, but I can circle it. I'm pretty sure it's right here. It's hard to see with the base there, but doing my best, John Madden.
all right. So that was just a double walk out of Miles. Having another little judge chat.
No, it's on.
Oh no.
It's
They're-
on.
sorry. They're
allies
passing.
table.
They're telephoning the judge call.
All right.
Looks like Eric figuring out what he wants to do with Wrecking Crew here.
I think I do the no power one, the 6 die, and see if I can just push Miles off the point.
I mean, that'd be big. Yeah.
Well, actually, you don't even need to push Miles off the point. You're healthy. You just need to get on the point.
Sure.
Let me just
That'd
do
be-
some attacks, and then bulldoze onto the point. Can we get that top-down view?
Can you bulldoze on the point? Yeah. That seems hard.
Maybe.
Because you don't break the taco truck, right?
Correct. But also, like, I don't know. What about, like, this line here, and then bump into him and have this, like, 1 inch to the...
I guess I don't know what you're... Well, yeah, all right.
So,
let me
sorry,
get
so
it
the
out.
point is right here, under the thing.
Point's right there. Yeah, maybe. He is going to slide and go for it, so we'll find out in a second here. I guess that looks pretty good now that I can actually see where the point is.
Yeah. Yeah. This is going to be...
This is going to be,
this is
yeah,
a tight- this is
you
a
gotta
tight
pick your angle and then
Yeah.
see how it goes.
Yeah, absolutely. I would probably want a judge to resolve this for me, but it's up to the players.
Yeah, well. That's nice.
Yep. You got to get the judge ahead of time. Yeah. All right, some discussion about whether we contacted
I
or
figure out how
not.
to resolve that.
Looks like we're going with contact the train, but I think he's on the point.
Looks like.
Okay.
Uh,
All right.
I'm positive he's not on the point. But I guess they'll
Doesn't
find
he
out.
have another action?
No. Doesn't he? What did he do in the second action?
Okay, now there's some hurt feelings going on here. Okay. What was his other action? Was he
I don't know.
staggered?
I don't. How
I
would
don't
he
think
get
so.
staggered?
He's like complaining about not being on the point, but he has a whole walk left, right?
I think so.
All right. Get this top down out of my way.
Oh yeah, sorry. All right, they're cleaning
All
up.
right. I guess he just doesn't take the other action. I don't know
Or we
what it
missed
was.
something. Yeah.
Yeah, It's a pretty big mistake in my opinion.
Yeah.
Unless I'm missing something.
So another 4 for webs, and another 4 for CS.
Yeah,
13,
that should have
11.
been 3 webs, 5 CS.
Should have been tied up.
Yeah.
Yep, that's a big swing.
A huge swing. Just tilted off the face of the earth.
I've done exactly that same thing.
Yeah.
Of like taking a non-action movement and been like, oh, that's all my actions.
Yep.
Deciding on an all according to plan here after actually taking his power phase. Or, well, his normal power phase at least.
Yeah. Yeah, I think just like those 2 small execution mistakes are going to cost Eric this game.
Yeah.
I think he's tactically played soundly, but he hasn't executed his character.
Sure. I mean, that's the kind of thing that I screw up every time that I have to play on stream, you know? Like it's
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it happens to everybody.
Yeah.
And like part of they attacked. They attacked before the slide?
Which missed it entirely. Exciting.
I definitely think, man, unless they didn't have the power, I think you take that slide first.
Yeah. No, they had the power.
I think more importantly, you just got to get a judge to come adjudicate that slide. That slide is so important.
I mean, I still think that's hard because you're like, what do you... Like, you hold the widget and tell the judge this is how I'm pushing it?
You just pick the angle, you put the widget on the ground.
If it fits on the ground is the problem, but
yeah,
yes.
I mean, you ask the judge to like pull models or mark models positions to help you resolve it cleanly.
So he does go through with the all according to plan, spending most of it from Wrecking Crew, all of it
That
from
is one of the
Black
nice
Cat.
things about Crew is they're so good at funding all according.
Yeah. Well, in Infinity, just sort of you accumulate power throughout the game.
Yeah, okay. Michael's saying he had 2 powers, so he needed the attack to get the 3rd power. I don't know. I think you look at that. I mean, it's easy to state in retrospect when he missed the push.
Didn't he start the turn with 5 power? Am I losing my mind? Doing some measurements here. Huh. Oh, is he thinking about some? What's the thing?
All according?
Pull to safety? No. He's asking
lifesaver?
asking to put down the beam so he can.
Yeah, lifesaver, because you only have to get out from under the beam for lifesaver to save you. All right, let's get that top-down cam again, because I cannot see what's going on.
If only you could press a button and do it.
Huh? I don't know how to do that. This mouse is so complicated.
Because there is a Miles over there standing on the point, and the beam is hitting.
Yeah, so we got beam coming across both of these guys. Oh, look at that! Look at that! Wow. So he's only got to pull him out from under the beam template to get the thing to work. God, I'm so good at art. Gosh,
that's why you have a YouTube channel.
Absolutely. Yes, King Mark, this is the first round. Turn 4. It looks like all 3 games for this crew are still going as well. Yep. All right, looks like power, no damage.
Power.
Yep, and then the lifesaver on Miles. Yeah. Look at I figured it out, team. I didn't have to ask. If you're looking for the event link, you can go to squadgoalsmcp.com and find it there. Easy peasy. Okay. Okay, just a little bit of question about how Lifesaver works.
The timing steps of a beam, yep.
Lifesaver essentially is on the targeted step. So you essentially generate an attack for each person under the beam template, and then you go through the sequence
Normal
for
timing
each
stuff
one.
that has target.
So they resolved Gwen entirely, and then they go, he targets Miles, now use your lifesaver window. Same thing with like Bodyguard as well. So by targeting Gwen first, which is the correct order to do it, if you spike Gwen off the table, Miles can't be lifesavered. But he did no damage to Gwen. So Miles being lifesavered.
Yeah, Wrecking Crew having a rough one damage-wise.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. And then because there's no action refunded because the attack targeted multiple characters. Fun all over the place.
Second action out of Wrecking Crew.
Yeah, 5-die indestructible into Gwen.
A little better.
Yeah, cock die. Go. Are you seeing that like random edit thing as well?
The what?
The phone, the dice cam is dropping frames, and it's very funny to me.
Is it?
A little bit, yeah.
I'm not looking at that one.
Okay,
So,
yeah,
okay. Huh. I'm gonna have to look at that.
So recal being played here on Gwen. So big spike
There,
into a
yeah.
recal.
Getting recaled out of 6 hits is pretty brutal.
So down to 2 damage. Big recal. Big.
Big recal.
That card is bananas. Probably the best unrestricted card left.
At this
that's
point,
generic
yeah,
at
I
least.
think
Right? Because
we
like,
never look at how many there are. But
what
I feel
even
like
is
there
its
must be.
competition? I guess is a good question.
Warpath. That's like the only other card I know.
Warpath Survival.
Sure.
It's better than both of those cards.
Well, it's definitely more flexible. Yeah. Huh. Okay. Well, that's it for Wrecking Crew.
Yeah. Wrecking Crew activates, does nothing. Brutal.
Not earning their name today.
Well, I question playing all according and going with them first if you can't afford to do 3 attacks.
Sure.
And do it. Right. Like, why is this not
Yeah.
some other character? Why didn't we spend more of Rhino's power?
Well, I think he's trying to have robbery on the table, but also I thought he was going to have full power to robbery, but I guess so he must have spent 1 at least, but it is tough to come up with a 10. So Miles is going to spender someone. Nope. Changed his mind.
Okay,
Starting with the web swing
we're
instead.
swinging some webs. We're web wanging over here. For our discussion earlier, Adam has suggested Grievous Wounds, which is a terrible card. That card is so absurdly bad. How would you like to spend power to do nothing?
That could be, I mean, sometimes you need to, but yeah. Spendering Bullseye, who's holding the extract currently, so we're going to make him drop it. If he doesn't just die. Oof. Huge roll from Miles to probably just Daze Bullseye here.
Yeah.
Yep.
1, 2, 3. What attack is this?
It's a Venom Blast.
It's a Venom Blast. Oh,
Venom Blast with 2 crits.
Okay, I was like, what does he have that has
Yeah.
9 dice?
No, just big Venom Blast. Well, that's kind of a disaster.
Yeah, I mean, playing all according finally into no game impact.
Yeah, that top side of the table is brutal
Yeah, he's
now.
just like lost the top of the table. And Jin needing only 3 points to win. That's 3 points up there.
Yeah.
He's done so. Feels a little bad. Yep. All right, so some discussion about where ASM's extra power came from. It came from Infinity. All right, let's go back to normal vision. I can do it. Yes, mouse button click. Wow. So good.
Vince learns how to use a computer. You'll be a pro by the end of the weekend.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to be a professional. Yeah, what is Eric's out here? Because okay, so this black cat is the Web Warrior black cat,
Yes,
right?
that's the Web Warrior Black Cat.
Okay. So extracts are here, and then
There's
two. The third point to win is this point here,
right.
and he can't do anything about it, right? Like
He's got he's got a walk slide rhino, right?
Oh yeah, and then he's got the other thing there, so he's got
he's got to clean up the bottom.
Or he's got to get this extract he just dropped off of.
Yeah, that seems impossible. Does Black Cat have a power?
No, I mean the Black Cat has one. Miles has one. Is there another person up top?
There's a Gwen up there, but
Yeah. So if Gwen can get that extract, that should be the game.
right.
Oh, no,
but the problem is
he's got robbery.
right. But
So if that walk slide punch cat makes enough to get robbery
it's gotta
going,
make a lot of power though.
He's got 4, right? So he's
Yeah.
got to make
It's got to make
3.
oh, yeah.
It is a lot
Yeah.
punching
Black Cat.
probably in cover, because that's assuming that
Yeah, the walk slide is not
the
gonna
walk
get
slide
within
gets
2.
you there.
Definitely doesn't seem impossible.
I think this activation, whatever he's doing down here,
yeah.
right, should have been instead Black Cat, like walk, pick this up. Contest the point. I mean, like Gwen is going to pull her off, but
Yeah, so I don't know. Like, I think Black Cat only has 2 health. Like, Gwen's
thought
odds
she-
of just killing Black Cat are
thought
not
she has 3.
low. It
Oh
might be
yeah,
3.
you're right. Because then she can build her spender. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. That's not a good line.
But he does daze Zemo and throw him off into the middle of nowhere. Gets some power on Kingpin. And a damage? How did he get a damage? Oh, bleed. Yep.
Didn't pay to reduce. I kind of
That does seem a little suspicious.
Yeah, I agree. Like, what is Kingpin saving his power for? He's standing on an infinity formula. The characters down here can't move them. They just have to live. They're both injured.
It's like ASM's getting ready to go.
If ASM gets Black Cat here,
Yeah. That's pretty big. But also,
sounds like he's going into Kingpin.
it does sound like that.
I don't understand. Is Kingpin holding anything?
Yeah, he's got an extract.
Oh, he's got an extract? Yeah, because if you get this extract off Kingpin, you win.
You do, but he's got 5 health.
True.
Down to 4 health.
4 health. But it's only 5 dice this time.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Okay.
No, it's triple skulls.
Yeah, so we
Never
found the
mind.
second one. Kingpin is relaxed and moisturized.
Yeah, relaxed and moisturized.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, so this is where the CS player has to really have
I
everything
think
come together.
the Rhino thing's got to happen, right?
I don't think...
Okay, so your activations left are Rhino and Black Cat, right?
I think you have to hold Rhino because if you don't, Black Cat can just trade with you, right?
Oh, you mean like...
If
no.
Rhino goes up there now, doesn't Black Cat just come and take Rhino's point?
So if Rhino goes up here and Black Cat lives, she comes down here,
Yeah.
and your Black Cat comes over and wins the point. Because your Black Cat's healthy.
But
and
doesn't your
Kingpin.
Black Cat have to go...
It depends on whether
you still lose.
It depends on whether if Rhino can play robbery and get this
Right.
extract.
But, yeah, so you're all in on Rhino making 3 power from the attack.
Really 4, actually, because you need to pick it up, too.
He has 4...
He needs slide, which is 3.
Yeah. How much is robbery now? 3?
4.
Oh, it's 4. Wait.
It doubled in cost.
Okay, that's what, yeah. So you need 5 to robbery and pick up.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right. That's hard.
Yeah. And like the other thing is that if Cat comes over here and rotates down, maybe your Cat can come over here and steal.
Maybe. Yeah. I guess yeah, that. Oh, no, the cat's still slowed.
Oh, the cat's still slow?
Yeah. I think
It's a
so.
disaster. I told you, shake slow. That's what.
Well, yeah, but like, I think if he hadn't shaken bleed, he would die at the end of this activation.
Oh, because she's on 2 hit points now? She
I
took
could be
one
wrong
there?
about that. But no, it's still a bleed. Sorry. She'd be on 1
Yeah,
if he hadn't shaken
I
it.
hate. The only.
The bleed and damage are so similar.
The bleed is here, and this is damage over there.
Oh, is he going to get blown up by Spider Tracker?
He
Yeah.
is. Yeah, it had to be walk slide.
Had to be
man.
walk slide.
Had to be walk slide.
Darn. That's too bad.
That's
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
that's game.
That's pretty bad. rough.
It's just over. Gwen just pulls Rhino off the point. Maybe it was over anyway because Gwen pulling Rhino off the point.
Does it?
Oh, he said he didn't get on the point. So Cat walked back. Ugh.
Yeah, we forgot about the cat being slow earlier too, because that means she can't even like get up
Yeah,
to
she
the
couldn't
top.
even move this up here.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just because Shield is so much about rotating that I'm like really sensitive to slow.
This token situation is even more confusing because like usually it's the bleed and damage, but now it's bleed, damage, and slow that all look the same.
Oh, the slows
Like
are also red?
Kingpin has a slow.
Oh my god, this is the slow
That's a
token
slow.
here.
Yes.
Jiminy Crickets. It's like a little snowflake, but it's on a red background. All right, so that's going to be game. That's going to go to Jin, almost certainly.
Yeah.
I think this really came down to that misjudge on
The Wrecking Crew.
the Wrecking Crew up here.
Yeah.
I think if they walk, this game is so different.
It is definitely different. The missed power phase is also rough because you like.
I'm not 100% convinced how much the missed power phase actually affected things.
Oh, but like. I mean, I think anytime having 1 more power on Rhino is tough, right? Like, or is big. Yeah. So they're having a chat, but it sounds like we're pretty much set here.
All right. Okay, guys. We are back when?
I can't tell you without switching the thing. I believe it's 2:30.
Well, it's about to say on the difficulties,
Yeah.
but we'll be back when the thing says it. We're going to probably run some ads during the break, so if you guys want to support the channel, that'd be great. If you want to support the channel in other ways, you can become a member on YouTube. I think it's like $1.
Okay.
And you get emojis, and you can spam mine or Pat's face
Oh,
in
great.
the next thing, or you can do super
As long
chats.
as you subscribe only to spam Vince's face. It's
Yeah,
fine.
absolutely.
Check in on the rest of this team matchup on Longshanks and see who ends up on top. Actually, it might be in
do
there.
we
can
know?
check
Let's
in.
do that before we
Yeah.
get going here.
We're making some
Hit that
progress.
big refresh button. Hit him with the fat refresh.
All right. We are loading. It looks like Ketchup took it home with a clean sweep.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay, so that's gonna be it for us, guys. Why don't you fade us out here? All right.
Yep. Back in a bit.